Do you have dogs to train? Then you need to take a look at the rechargeable multi-dog training system by Easypet. The multi-dog training system will allow you to train up to 3 dogs at once, with 1 remote control and 3 separate receiver collars. The training system has a remote range of up to 500 meters. The unit uses rechargeable collar receivers, so no need to buy extra batteries. There are 3 corrective modes: warning tones, vibration, and static stimulus. The wireless transmitter features bright, easy-to-understand buttons, as well as a large LCD backlit display. The transmitter and receiver feature a low battery consumption, which will allow for extended period of use. Both the receiver and the transmitter have a low battery indicator. Now let's take a look at the transmitter. The transmitter has an on button. If we hold the button in for a couple of seconds, we'll see it comes on, and the nice LCD display backlit comes on, shows us a nice large display. There's also an off button directly below it. Then there is the 3 different modes of operation. The first one is the static stimulus. The second one is sound or audible tone, and the third one is vibration. You can also select one of 3 collars to control: collar A, B, or C. And once you've selected one of the different modes, you have a transmit button which will transmit it to the selected collar. So for instance, if I were to select collar B and audible tone, then press transmit, it would send a audible tone to collar B. So now let's take a look at the collar itself. This is the collar. It has a small button on top to turn it on. All we have to do is press that button 3 times momentarily. This light will light up and we'll hear a little chirp to indicate the power came on. There we go. Power's on and it's ready to go. So the next thing we have to do is to match or pair the receiver to the transmitter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select, let's say, collar C. We'll just call this collar C. So you can see it says collar C up on the display. Now to pair it, all I have to do is hold the M button in. While I'm holding the M button, press the T button momentarily, let go of the T button, and you see it blinks over on the transmitter, or the receiver rather, it blinks. That indicates that it's been paired together. So now it's ready to go. That's all there was to pairing it up. So now if I wanted to select vibration mode, I can press the transmit button and the unit vibrates. There you go. Or the same with the sonic mode. And there we go. It vibrates and it makes a noise. And of course the same with the static stimulus. So if I were to select, say, a different mode, like a different collar rather, like collar A, you can see it selects up in here collar A, and then press, say, vibration mode and transmit, it's not going to do anything, right? Because I didn't pair a collar A. So we can see that it's not controlling the wrong collar, it's always controlling the right one. Same with B, doesn't work, right? But if I select C, it works. It's that simple. So now let's talk about the way that these 3 buttons work. First we have the vibration button. The way this works is if you press it once, the display comes on to indicate that it has a level selected. If you press it again, the little dashes means unselected. So it doesn't do anything. If I were to press that button right now, it wouldn't send a signal at all. So let's make sure we're on collar C, and if I select it to dashes and hit the button, it doesn't send anything. Sends nothing. But if I select it to a number, and I can go up and down with intensities on this plus and minus, so I'll go down to 1 and press the button. 1 is the lowest intensity. 10 is the highest intensity. So we can see that there was definitely a difference between 10 and a 1. And you can scroll through all of them. Maybe you want to have a 5. There we go. So now that's all there is to the vibration. There's 10 different intensities, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. Let's take a look at the audible tone. The audible tone has 50 different frequency settings. So, and that's what they are. They're frequency settings. So let's try 50 for instance. And then I'll go to number 1. So you can see that the sound itself was considerably different. I'm going to go up to, say, 15. Then I'll go to, say, 20. And let's just try 30. So what you're hearing here is the high pitched is number 1 and the lowest pitched is going to be number 50. So what you're going to do is select a tone that is meaningful to your dog, and of course that's going to be through repetition. You're going to select a tone that you feel that your dog will respond to and then always use that tone for certain actions. Now let's talk about the static stimulus mode. If I press the static stimulus button, it's displaying 99. There are actually 99 different modes of static stimulus, but not 99 levels. So let me explain how this works. If I were on level 1, level 1 indicates that it is the lowest possible level and the shortest period of time. Everything from level 1 to level 10 is the lowest static stimulus mode. But the difference is from 1 through 10, the amount of time that that low-level impulse is being sent changes. So 1 is the lowest setting and the shortest setting. So when I press this, you may hear it. It's hard to hear, but let's listen real close. It's done. That's it. It was really short, really quick. If I increase this up to a 9 or a 10, it should increase the amount of time, but not the strength. There we go. So that was the lowest level intensity for the most amount of time, which is about 2 seconds. So now if I go to 11, that jumps us into the second level, right? So 1 through 10 is level 1, and then 11 through 20 is level 2, and so on, all the way up to 99. So if I go to 11, it will be the shortest amount of time at level 2. Very short. Then if I go up to, say, 20, that is the longest amount of time at level 2. And the pattern repeats itself until you get all the way up to level 99. The 90s are the strongest intensity. So it starts to make sense once you think about it and you understand that that's how it's working. Whether you have to train 1 dog, 2 dogs, or 3 dogs, you're going to want the EP180R rechargeable multi-dog training system by Easypet, available at edogaustralia.com.au. Shop online or in store at eDog.